You see what's going on with Trump. Does this ratchet up your focus on exposing the Biden family's mass ring of corruption, allegedly?
Yeah, no question. Obviously, I serve on the House Judiciary Committee. I was watching intently Jamie Comer and what they were dealing with respect to their testimony from the witness on Monday. In fact, as you saw, the DOJ and the Biden administration, they were trying to intimidate the witness. This is just par for the course for an administration that doesn't really care about focusing on the truth. And it all leads back to the White House and Merrick Garland, right? Merrick Garland chose to put together a special prosecutor for going after Trump, even though he had no reason to do so, given he's in an adversarial position. There was no real reason to do so. Yet with Biden, he has refused to put together a special prosecutor. And you're seeing the result of it unfold right before our eyes. They don't want to seek the truth. Hunter Biden's getting a sweetheart deal that the court had to admonish them for because just a plain reading of it, and I'm a former federal prosecutor, you look at it, it was ridiculous, right? I mean, there was no clarity with respect to what he was getting in terms of immunity. And so now you've got this going after President Trump with this now clearly political indictment. And if you look at it carefully, it's very clear they're trying to concoct fraud and use it in a way that isn't true. It's just more of the same. And that's why voters across this country and Americans are tired.
Indeed, sir. I didn't mean to cut you off because I wanted to get this. America got some really, really bad news this morning. Fitch, one of the rating agencies, downgraded American debt. Think about that. Only the second time in history that I can ever remember downgrading the quality of our debt. That's going to cost us a lot more. Stock market started to crash today. We know you're an advocate for Ron DeSantis, and he's got a new economic plan. But talk to us a little bit about what's going on in Bidenomics.
Yeah, well, it's failing. And the powers that be in Washington, the Uniparty, they want to blame this all on, the showdown that happened, back on Memorial Day. And, we're not going to be able to have our rating. You saw a bunch of establishment Republicans racing to tweet this out and says, see, when you guys play brinksmanship, it undermines our debt. Ignoring, if you read the actual Fitch report and you look at what's driving people to not actually believe in our debt, it's because we're piling up so much of it. We've added another almost $1.5 trillion of debt since the deal, which obviously I opposed very loudly at Memorial Day weekend, and unfortunately too many Republicans supported. What I will say about Governor DeSantis, he is putting forward an economic plan that starts with the basics, which is that we have been steamrolling the average American family, hardworking Americans, small businesses, with corporate cronyism and the expansive increase of government, rolling over the people's ability to go out and live their lives. Small businesses are dying. COVID shut them down. We've been trampling on people being able to get an affordable education. We're spending money we don't have, and we're saddling up to China. Governor DeSantis is putting forward an economic plan that will make us China-proof, and that will take on Wall Street and all of the powers that be that are rolling over the hardworking average American family.
We'll take DeSantis' economic policy. We'll take Trump's economic policy. We just need to get America off Bidenomics. What happens now when this rating agency downgrades us, it costs us a lot more to service our debt because other countries will come and pay us, give us the money that we're borrowing from them at a higher cost. Our debt burden is already hundreds of billions of dollars per year. Hundreds of billions. That number is going to go up. That means our debt is going to go up. Our deficits are going up. All bad. Bidenomics basically sucks, folks. Sorry to say it that way, but it does. Congressman Chip Roy, thank you so much for being here.
Great to be on as always. God bless.
One way to avoid expensive car repair